Hey everyone, today let's talk about something we all know way too well, daily stress. It's that constant hum of pressure in the background, right? But what if I told you that you have way more control over it than you might think? We're going to break down how you can start taming that tension starting right now. I mean, does this question even need to be asked? That feeling of having about 100 tabs open in your brain, all at the same time? If you're nodding along, trust me, you are not alone. It feels like this has just become the new normal for so many of us.
And yep, that feeling has a name: daily stress. But here's the thing, just naming it doesn't really fix it, does it? So in this explainer, we're going to build a practical toolkit so you can go from feeling totally overwhelmed to feeling back in control. Let's get into it.
Okay, so first things first, what exactly is this thing we call stress? I want you to think of it like a pressure valve. You actually need a little bit of pressure to get things moving and get stuff done, but if there's too much pressure for too long, well, that's when things start to break down. And that distinction is absolutely crucial.
So get this. It turns out not all stress is the bad guy. On one hand, you have eustress. That's the good stuff. It's that short-term kick that helps you nail a presentation or hit a deadline. It's energizing. But then you have its evil twin, distress. That's the chronic, nagging kind that just drains your battery and messes with your health. And that's the one we need to get a handle on.
And we really need to get a handle on that distress, because just letting it run wild in your life has some pretty serious consequences. So why does this matter so much? Well, let's take a look at the very real cost of that constant overload.
Look, the price you pay for being chronically overloaded is steep. We're talking about that frustrating mental fog that just kills your focus. We're talking about an emotional exhaustion that leaves you feeling completely empty, and eventually physical burnout, where your body just hits a wall and says, "I'm done." This is why managing stress isn't a luxury, it's essential maintenance for being a human.
All right, enough about the problem. Let's get to the good stuff, the solutions. We are going to build your personal stress management toolkit. And these are not just some abstract, fluffy ideas. These are powerful, actionable techniques you can start using today. So, let's open this thing up. The first set of tools in our kit is all about triage. This is for when you feel that pressure building right now and you need to do something about it. Think of this as your emergency kit for finding instant calm when you start to feel overwhelmed.
Here are two incredibly powerful techniques you can use anywhere, anytime. First, the 4-7-8 breath. It's so simple. You breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds, you hold it for 7 seconds, and then you exhale slowly through your mouth for 8 seconds. This one little trick literally tells your nervous system to calm down. Second, ground yourself. When your mind is racing, just stop. Name 3 things you can see and 2 things you can physically feel, like your feet on the floor. It pulls you out of that anxiety spiral and right back into the present.
Now, those in-the-moment tools are fantastic for emergencies. But the real goal is to build a stronger defense system over time. This is all about long-term resilience, creating a foundation that's so strong that daily pressures just don't hit you as hard in the first place. And the core pillars of that strong foundation aren't quick fixes. They're habits, things like making consistent sleep a non-negotiable part of your life, integrating regular movement, and hey, even a daily walk counts to help your body process all those stress hormones. Making time for hobbies, stuff you do just for fun, and nurturing your social connections. Having a good support system is like a superpower.
Okay, so we've got the tools, but let's be honest. A toolkit is pretty useless if it just sits there collecting dust, right? So, how do we turn all of this great theory into something we actually do in the real world? Let's build a simple, personal plan.
And I promise this is not going to be overwhelming. It's just 3 steps. Step 1, just notice. Become a detective of your own stress. What are the situations or thoughts that consistently set you off? Step 2, pick one thing. Please don't try to change everything at once. Just choose one technique from our toolkit to try first. Maybe it's the breathing. Maybe it's a 15-minute walk. Just one. And step 3, this is the magic part. Put it on the calendar. Schedule it. If it's scheduled, it gets real and it's so much more likely to actually happen. As we start to wrap this up, I really want you to hold on to this one final thought. Managing stress is not about one single massive change. It's about the incredible power of small, consistent steps, adding up over time to make a huge difference.
This quote just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? The whole point isn't to get rid of stressful thoughts. That's impossible. It's about realizing you don't have to believe everything you think. It's about taking back the steering wheel and choosing how you respond, instead of just letting your automatic stress reaction call all the shots. You're in the driver's seat.
So I'll leave you with this question. Forget about next week or next month. Right now. Based on everything we just talked about, what is one small, super manageable thing you can do today to release just a little bit of that pressure? The power is in starting small, and the time to start is now.